Okay, unless you married your junior high school sweetheart, and I do know 2 people who did, hi Dave and Pam, then you've probably been through a breakup in your life. And your teenager is probably going to go through a breakup and get their heart broken as well. So what can you do as a parent to help them through that first rejection? Well, in my research on rejection for my book, The Successful Struggle, I found that there were several techniques that help us deal with rejection. The 3 strategies are to tell yourself it's not personal, it wasn't that great anyway, and this is not the only thing I have going on in my life. All the 3 strategies are things that you tell yourself inside your mind. But when you're talking about a teenager dealing with rejection, you actually don't want to use those 3 strategies in that order. You need to flip them. And the first strategy, the most important one you want to focus on, is that last one where you say, this is not the only thing you have going on in your life. Now, there's 2 reasons for that. First is that teenagers are still kids. They have a more limited worldview, so they need to make sure they have lots of things going on in their life, and they may not be able to yet see that these things are not personal. And also because teenagers don't love to listen to their parents. So they're not going to want to sit there and have this long conversation with you about, oh, honey, you know that it wasn't personal, or you know that there are greater things coming down the road. At some point in your life, you're going to be a married adult and you'll just look back on this relationship and think, I wasn't really in love. They don't want to hear that, particularly not from you. So you need to focus on that 3rd strategy. And that is to show them that they have so much else going on in their life. Don't let them lock themselves in their room and listen to sad romantic music for days. If you have to call up their friends and invite them over and buy pizza for 30 teenagers, then you do it. If you have to get them a ticket to their favorite band, do it. But your job as a parent is to cram their life full of all kinds of wonderful experiences and things so that they realize that their life is much fuller. It has other wonderful things in it. You can't stop a heartbreak, but you can teach your teenager how to deal with romantic rejection by filling their life full of other things so they will see that this be-all, end-all relationship isn't the be-all, end-all. Now, I know that distraction isn't a great coping mechanism. We shouldn't use distraction for a lot of the other things that challenge us in our life, but in the case of rejection, distraction is actually a technique that works. So distract your teenager, fill their life full, and you'll be helping them on the road to recovery after their first breakup. Okay, good luck, parents.